Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and you are watching TTV News with some latest events in the province. And now we come into details. Ladies and gentlemen, on April 28, Mr. Lê Hải Bình, Deputy Head of the Central Propaganda and Training Commission, chaired the National Online Conference on the Political Theory Education in 2022. Attended the conference at an Bridgeport, there were Mr. Lê Thành Công, Deputy Head of the Propaganda and Training Department of the Progressive Party Committee.
The conference has the participation of more than 4,900 delegates at 140 Bridgeports nationwide. Associate Professor Dr. Nguyễn Viết Thông, former General Secretary of the Central Theoretical Council, trained in materials and lecture on awareness about the party for the subject of the party. Many theoretical views and orientations of the resolution of the 13th Party Congress were emphasized and required to be communicated to the party subjects, analyze and clarify the contents of the career, potential, position, and international status of our country today, about the national, cultural, human, and family value system, along with that are the results of the implementation of Directive Number 5 of the Politburo on promoting learning and following Ho Chi Minh's ideology, morality, and state, results of the implementation of the 4th Central Resolution, the 12th term, breakthroughs in the party's fight against corruption. Breakthroughs in the party's fight against corruption over the past time, rights and responsibilities of party members. Also within the framework of the training program, the Central Propaganda and Training Commission conducted a briefing on political theory education, discussed solutions and directions to well implement political theory education in 2022.
Also on April 28, the Department of Culture, Sport and Tourism and the School of Politics held a scientific conference on identifying cultural character and family tradition in the province. Attending the seminar, there were head of the Department of Culture and Arts of the Central Propaganda and Training Commission, head of the Department of Grassroots Culture, Ministry of Culture, Sport and Tourism, standing Deputy Secretary of the Progressive Party Committee, and standing Vice Chairman of Progressive People Committee.
Delivering his opening, Mr. Trương Văn Hùng, Director of the Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism, said, with the enthusiastic support of the Faculty of Culture, Ho Chi Minh City University of Social Sciences and Humanities, it has developed an introductory report, invited scientists and researchers to write co-reports, organized a field trip in Tay Ninh on April 3rd and 4th, 2022, with the attendance of 37 scientists and researchers. Up to now, it has received 30 reports. After editing, there are 31 ones that match the content of the headline reports. The remaining comments will be used for other relevant contents. The seminar of identifying cultural character and family tradition in the province was divided into 2 sessions. In the seminar's headline report, Dr. Phan Thanh Định, Vice Rector of the University of Social Sciences and Humanities, said it aims to identify cultural character and family tradition in the province from a scientific perspective, thereby promoting good values, limiting the bad things, contributing to building and developing people towards truth, goodness, beauty. The results of seminar are a scientific database to develop guidelines and policies on culture and family as a source of data to build tenants on tourism products, introducing cultural characters and family traditions, serving sustainable tourism development while preserving the rich cultural characters and family tradition of Tay Ninh province. At the seminar, the researchers and participants provided many practical and necessary ideas for the conclusion and identification of cultural character and family tradition in Tay Ninh province.
The audience, in order to coordinate the implementation of Resolution Number 2, that January 26, 2021, of the Progressive Standing Party Committee on the digital transformation of the Tay Ninh Province to 2025 and orientation to 2030. Recently, Tay Ninh Provincial Youth Union and Military Commercial Joint Stock Bank (MB Bank) Tay Ninh officially signed a cooperation agreement to deploy the program Tay Ninh Youth Pioneer Digital Transformation in 2022.
According to the site content, the units will strengthen and coordinate in organizing activities to support digital transformation for young citizens of the Ninh province, typically organizing conferences, forums, training, and sharing knowledge and experiences on issues in the field of digital transformation among union members and youth, organize movements and activities to form the habit of paying non-cash expenses and related digital utilities, mobilize union members and youth to install MB-Bank application on smartphones. At the same time, organize the implementation of youth projects and activities for social security. Through the cooperation agreement, the youth unions at all levels will prioritize the implementation of the digital transformation program according to the orientation of the province, gradually complete the criteria of digital citizens to be ready to participate in the digital transformation in the Ninh province. Continuing the food safety inspection in the Achievement for Food Safety 2022, the Provincial Intersectoral Inspection Team on Food Safety and Hygiene, led by Department of Health, recently inspected food hygiene and safety at Brand 1, Hoàng Huy Import and Export Agricultural Products 1 Member Company Limited, Suối Ngô Tapioca Processing Factory, and Trường Thịnh Company Limited in Tân Châu District. Both companies specializing in the production of export tapioca starch. At display, in addition to checking the legal and self-declared documents of the product, the delegation also inspected the actual production process of tapioca starch at two companies. After the inspection process, the delegation recognized that the companies had full certificates of food safety and knowledge about food safety, invoices on the supply source of raw materials and packaging used for production, and health checks for employees at the company. In addition, in the production process, both companies also ensured the production and preservation processes of products. The water source used for production is also tested periodically. During the inspection, the delegation took one sample of tapioca starch to send for monitoring testing to the product criteria announced by the companies. After the test results are available, the delegation will notify and invite the company owners to the Ninh Sub-Department of Food Safety and Hygiene to continue working with the delegation. Currently, the delegation recommends that companies continue to maintain hygienic conditions for equipment and people during production and business. The chairman of the Ninh Provincial Appeals Committee has just issued a plan to ensure food safety, enhance the quality of agricultural, forestry, and fishery products in the agricultural sector in the province in 2022. The goal is to protect the interests of consumers, improve the quality, value, and competitiveness of the province's agricultural, forestry, and fishery products in the domestic and export markets. With the target of mobilizing 100% of business households, cooperatives, enterprises producing, processing, and trading agroforestry fishery foods to strictly comply with the law on food quality and safety. The Department of Agriculture and Rural Development assumed the prime responsibility for implementing the plan on schedule and effectively directing agencies and units under the coordination of People's Committee of Districts, Towns, and Cities to speed up the implementation of the required targets, organizing inspection and examination according to plan and unexpected case as necessary, organizing interdisciplinary inspection teams during the holidays, New Year, Achievement for Food Safety, organize the appraisal and certification of food production and trading establishments of agricultural, forestry, and aquatic products, meeting on food safety conditions as prescribed, coordinating with the Provincial Public Security in investigating, collecting information, detecting lies and acts of producing, trading, and using banned substances in animal husbandry, antibiotics in animal husbandry and aquaculture are not in compliance with regulations, land protection drugs, fake fertilizers, poor quality, smuggled products of unknown origin.
Ladies and gentlemen, in Tay Ninh, cassava is a crop with high economic efficiency. In 2021, the whole province has more than 58,000 hectares of cassava. With an output of 1.9 million tons, there are 65 cassava processing factories with total capacity of more than 6.4 million tons of roast per year. Cassava and products processed from it is one of the 13 key export products of Vietnam, with a turnover of 1.3 billion USD per year. Therefore, the treatment of disease, finding disease-free variety of cassava, and developing suitable cassava plants are important tasks of the current agricultural industry.
From 2017 to now, leaf mosaic disease has seriously reduced the yield of cassava, threatening the starch processing industry for export of Vietnam and Tay Ninh. Immediately after the disease was detected in 2017, the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, together with international agencies such as FAO, SEAT, and the Institute of Agricultural Genetics, coordinated with Tay Ninh province to prevent disease, conduct research to find new varieties of cassava resistant to leaf mosaic disease. As a result, two varieties of cassava were recognized as disease resistant, and some other promising varieties. Currently, the research is still ongoing, being carried out in parallel with the work of rapidly multiplying the newly discovered disease-resistant cassava varieties in order to promptly provide varieties for growers. Two varieties recognized by the Ministry of Agriculture as HN3 and HN5 with 100% disease resistant, and four more varieties are about to be recognized, in which HN1 variety, which is very promising, can achieve yield up to 50 tons per hectare, with starch content over 30. However, this variety must be continued to be monitored for other indicators. For example, it is resistant to mosaic disease, but is resistant to other diseases. Project on establishing solutions to treat diseases on cassava in Southeast Asia, implemented in collaboration with the International Center for Tropical Agriculture or SEAT, the Institute of Agricultural Genetics, Hưng Lộc Center for Agricultural Experimental Research, and Tay Ninh province, having completed the first phase, evaluating of the genome of the cassava variety resistant to mosaic disease, introduced the technology of rapid multiplication of the cassava variety. In the next phase, the project continues to work on finding the best varieties from 500 hybrid varieties of cassava so that the new varieties can be resistant to many diseases and have high yields that meet the prescribed standards. We have subsequent breeding experiments on varieties that are then suitable for cultivation conditions in Tay Ninh and can offer cassava process suitable for other provinces. In addition, there are more than 500 lights and varieties that are bred from sources of resistance to leaf mosaic disease with good varieties of Vietnam such as KM94, KM419. There are still 2 years left to evaluate the hybrid varieties from the sources from Vietnam in order to select the best and most elite varieties. This process is still in cooperation with the Institute of Genetics, Hưng Lộc Center, and the Provincial Department of Agriculture. According to Dr. Jonathan Newbright, Director of the Global Cassava Program or SEAT, in the next 2 years, the cooperation program between SEAT and its partners with Tay Ninh province will focus on breeding, selecting, and breeding varieties that are not only resistant to leaf mosaic disease, but also resistant to many other diseases. New varieties must be adapted to the cultivation conditions in the area, quickly supply enough disease-free cassava for growers, not only in Tay Ninh, in Vietnam, but also for the whole region, including Laos and Cambodia, in order to create a safe and large area so that the raw material areas of cassava develop sustainably.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for joining with us and see you next time.